Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Today, I want to look at a particular issue that has been haunting the Jamaican society for some time without address, without examination from a objective perspective. And it is the issue relating to paternity fraud, which I'm going to refer to this as the fallacy in manhood. A number of men for years, centuries, decades have been actually accepting children, assuming fundamentally that their women have been faithful. And that fundamental assumption is the matter relating to what these men have been using, the matter relating to trust. Has the society reached a point where we should decide not to trust women anymore? It might come across very hard to a number of our women, but are we there? Let us examine a particular issue. And as we said before, the issue is paternity fraud, the fallacy of manhood. A recent study conducted by myself and some other colleagues of 1,120 Jamaican females indicated that 26% of them indicated or stated that they have actually given a man a jacket or would have committed paternity fraud. What does that mean? It means 13 out of every 50 Jamaican female would have given their males, their partners, a child that is not his. No, would it have broken the issue relating to trust? And that goes without saying, he would have done so. But the irony of this matter, when the males were asked to say how many of them would have actually, how many of them think that they have gotten a jacket, 26% of them indicate that they have had a jacket. So they were asked, listen to this question carefully, they were asked, would you do a DNA test to verify the paternity of the child? And 85% of Jamaican men indicated no. What does that mean? These men are fearful of the truth. They are living a fallacy, a fantasy. And that's why I refer to this as a fallacy of manhood. Now, the fallacy of manhood indicates that males have fooled themselves for so long, indicating that these children are theirs. And as a result, are fearful of getting scientific examination, scientific inquiry, scientific justification to establish paternity. What they are saying, in other words, 85 out of every 100 Jamaican male is saying they do not want to do a DNA. Why? They are afraid to know the truth. But what is this truth that they are trying to avoid? What is this truth that they do not want to know? The truth is the matter relating to trust. A number of these men just do not trust the woman that they are with. And when I say with, I'm talking about sleeping with. And therefore, they are fearful of knowing the truth about these children that they father. So what are the results when these men actually become knowledgeable via the DNA testing? Some of them actually go and kill their wives or their spouses. Again, the fallacy of manhood. Men for years have been deceiving themselves that they must trust women. And the same goes true for women trusting men. But what we do know, our children in Jamaica substantially have been engaged, and these are males we're talking about now, in criminal activities. And a number of these males who are committing criminal activities, both engaged in criminal activity as well as being victims of criminality, are less or 18 or say 15 to 30 years old. And they are without fathers. What is happening to our society now? As a result of what? The hidden secrets of paternity. Men are fearful to accept a number of these children as a part of the reason why they are not accepting responsibility of fatherhood. So, what is happening in our society? There's a gap. There's a level of distrust between people. Males do not trust females. Females do not trust males. And the males are fearful of knowing whether the child is theirs. So what do? In response to this fear? Avoid fatherhood. which is not the answer, but they are doing it. Ladies, let's look at what is happening to the society. A society substantially built on the labor of males. I do not want for a second that I'm taken as a chauvinist. That's not the case. But we look at the hard work is done in society, the fixing of road, the building of bridges, the um, building of canoes, the building of ships, building of firearms, attending war. Substantial, these are male activities. Require that masculine effort to do these tasks, these responsibilities. Now, if the males are going to be destroyed psychologically because of fearing paternity, what does this mean for a society that we are trying to build? Is that substantially more men are not going to want to support their children or support a child that is actually ascribed to him. And I use the word ascribe because the fact that he has not done a paternity test, there's no proof of fatherhood. So, what are these males reflecting on that would have driven them to the point that they do not want to look after these children? Let's take, for example, a situation where a male would have been given a jacket, and that jacket, when we speak of a jacket, we're talking about paternity fraud. That jacket is a male child. He would have left that male child unattended. The father would not have been given the child. And the person who is ascribed fatherhood does not want to take responsibility because he fears that he's not the father. A society is built just like that, with a group of men. And we're talking about a group of men here, boys, who have no guidance from a male, and therefore he does not understand how to be a male, how to operate in society, because he's mal socialized by a system. Let's talk to the males. How to resolve this matter is not the approach that we have been taking. And I say we because I'm a father of boys. The approach that we ought to be taking as males is to go and do a paternity test to establish fatherhood. If the child is not yours, I want to tell you what to do. That is going to have to be a personal responsibility. If the child is yours, male, whether you like the female or not, you need to step up and be a father. The society cannot continue like this. Ladies, we are, and when I say ladies, I'm talking about all the ladies who have knowingly given males jacket or committed paternity fraud. This is not the way to go. We are destroying current and future generations. Think for a second. What society we want to create? Look at the level of crime that we are having. A number of these boys are not guided by a father figure because some of the men have decided to abandon their responsibility as fathers for whatever reasons, including the matter relating to paternity. This is not where we want to go. This is just not where we want to go. Let's clean up our acts. Ladies, clean up your acts. Males, clean up your acts. The time is needed for solidarity. Solidarity. What do I mean by solidarity? A society built on trust. If there's no cohesion between the sexes, if there's no deep understanding and trust between people, we cannot coexist peacefully and successfully. Thank you. See you again.